the grid is all brand new. We got badges on the battle map. Tiny monsters in a big clash. Fire, water, thunder in the air. Roll it on the table if you dare. Roll for initiative. I choose you. While in the dungeon, break grid through. From Gano caverns to strange new place. We bend the rules, but we keep nightly. Roll for initiative. I choose you.
Okay, so we need to go to Sherwood Forest at some point to talk with him, with Robin Lockswood. We got to talk to him because he's interested in becoming a gym leader. We did talk with Dazak again over the phone to give him an idea of what he sales, and that is pretty much exactly what he wants in a alley. There's going to be around 13 gyms would be a good idea. That's what we came to the conclusion with the governor.
13 gyms?
Yes, that's what he said. You said. We have full reign to offer the moon, the mayor's full term, his exact term. We found out that Red Flash was like call catching the Pokemon, but that was previous. I just wrote it down then. Still not sure what that lightning was at the farm where we took everything down. We went to, let's see. Oh, we didn't go there, but we saw Patch's Patchwork. There's a library. We went to trade away trinkets and treasures. We spoke to Jameson and Jessica, the father and mother of Ren, and bought a lot of stuff there. And I wrote down Hagglestaff, because that is my new cuss word.
Did you send me the list, Chef? I cannot find it.
Give me a second. I'll resend it to you.
I've only found one page.
So that's pretty much it. We just went to town, talked to the governor, bought some stuff. End of story.
Yeah, we didn't do a ton last time. It was mainly just shopping and talking to the governor and making girlfriends with Sarah the guard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's even weirder.
Yeah. Not girlfriends, just girlfriends.
We're just girlfriend. Like, come on, girl. Let's leave it to the girls.
All right. And then you went back to the barracks because technically Halloran was not with you.
Correct. He was, but he wasn't.
Right.
Why?
Exactly. There is.
Yo, in mine, there is. In yours, I see SFK.
It says chilling.
Hey, Chef, how many great balls would I be able to buy?
How much money you got?
At least 2.
I just didn't know if there was a limited amount or if there was just as many as I wanted.
Let me see. Hang on.
I wanted to buy 15.
You can buy
which would
2.
be about $750.
I rolled a D20 and landed on it too.
So I can buy 2.
You can buy 2.
Well,
see.
Guess I'm spending 1,000 and getting 2.
I'm not sure if you guys will be able to hear this, but if any one of us learns how to talk to each other telepathically, I have the perfect effect for it.
What?
So you guys can execute this offense.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's so funny.
That would have been useful for Atlas.
Yeah, right. that would have been hilarious.
The thing is, I can't hear it, so I don't know what it sounds like.
I can only buy
Eli,
2 great balls, correct?
what'd you say?
I can only buy 2 great balls, correct?
I thought you said, great balls? I thought you said ultra balls.
No, great balls.
Yeah, you can buy as many as you want, great balls. You can buy 2 ultra balls if you want.
Okay. I'll see. I'm going to buy at least, if I can buy as many as I want to get at least 50 great balls.
Yeah, that's fine. You can buy 15 great balls. All right. So while Eli's shopping, what were you wanting to do?
Don't know. I was listening.
I think we were going to.
What were we doing?
So I think we were going to go to Sherwood to talk with Robin Lockswood to convince him to be the next gym leader.
Mm-hmm. So remember, he did mention that Lightroff talked to him, but he wanted you to go verify, and then whatever needed to be promise kind of thing, he did say that he was willing to back whatever was promised to future gym leaders / people of interest.
Yep, and that's why I wrote, we have full reign to offer the moon.
Yep.
But yes, I do
Or
recall,
Lunatone, if you will.
yeah. But I didn't write it, but I do recall that Lytroff spoke to him first. We just have to go there, verify, see what he wants in return, or to make the deal happen and to go from there. Yep. I did today. I just hadn't used it yet. Is that shampoo or body wash?
Yeah, every time I think I have it planned on moves that I could buy, it just never works.
Oh, you do have to make sure you have at least somewhere between 500 and 250. If you spend over 10,000 on moves, then you get it for 250. But if you don't spend over 10,000, then you have to spend 500 for a attachment to put on your Pokeball for your guys to learn the move.
Oh, yeah. The adapter is what I wrote.
Yep. Then they're non-transferable.
I was hoping there was a solar beam on here, but there's no solar.
Sorry.
And by non-transferable, you mean you can only have one adapter per TM or one adapter per Pokeball?
That's it.
Once it's registered to you, it can't be used for some other player.
Ah, got it.
But you can only use it on one Pokeball at a time. And TMs / HMs do not expire. They don't break or anything.
Oh, you can reuse them.
Yep, and you can share them. The TMs can be shared.
Nice. Well, I got, Eli, in case you're thinking of it, I got Leech Life and Infestation. So if you want to borrow one of those, you can. Same for you, Luke. Or Al Ram and Bob, real guy.
Luke, did you get any?
Any
moves? TMs?
Yeah, I got some moves. I already told that to Seth.
What'd you get?
I don't know.
Can you write it down?
Because Seth said we could share them. I just want to make sure I don't get the same ones.
I'm pulling up my notes. Where is it? Where's my other sticky note? Goose darn it. 1 second. I pull up my sticky notes again.
You're funny. I get you a notebook.
Yes, but I put my Pokemon stuff on my sticky notes. Notebook is for what happened in the episode.
I got you. I thought there was a spot where you could write your items and stuff.
Oh, there is. I wrote them down. I bought Aerial Lace and Flame Charge.
Ooh, I'd still flame charge. Okay, well then it will not matter because
Technically, you can borrow Aerial Ace too because you have Flapple.
Oh, I do. That's right. Yeah, but that's the one. That's the one problem I have with these moves. I hate moves that do damage to the Pokemon.
Don't forget, you did want to look at getting some protein.
Oh, that's true.
Why did you need protein? So vitamins do work in bulking your Pokemon up. Protein makes them bigger in size.
And you said I needed how many more? 3?
What size was yours? Do you remember?
My Flapple is just the size under Alpha or whatever.
So
whatever the biggest is, he's the one right under.
Yours was extra large? Yeah, because we added 2 feet. So I can't remember if I said, we'll just say no, because it was a bunch. It was more than 15.
Because I thought you said,
I thought it was
that's
4.
not that bad. And you're like, well, it's 15,000.
I couldn't remember if it's 15,000 or 20,000. That's what I couldn't remember. But if you said 15, then it was only 3.
So, somewhere between 3 and 4.
We'll say 3.
Okay. So I will hold off on protein right now because what I'm getting is already going to be about. So do you want me to give you a list of stuff I'm going to get?
Sure, just read it out. And
I want to get
that way
15
we all know.
I want to get 15 Great Balls, which is 7,500. And then I want to get the Good Rod, which is 5,000. And then I want to get the move Sunny Day, which is 4,400.
Nice. With that, Good Rod, you do get to pick I sent you a picture of the lures.
Yeah, the lures.
You get to pick one.
All right. Throwback fellas, which ones did y'all get?
Chris got the wishy-washy, and Luke got the. I want to say cutie fly, but I can't remember.
I got the cutie fly.
Nailed it.
I get the one I wanted. Then I want Caterpie.
Nice. And it has been TBD to see if they have any different effects on catching.
So I will add that stuff to my list.
Jameson wasn't sure whether it had an effect or not.
So I'm good to add all this stuff to my list now.
Yep. Yeah, that list of moves was what they had in stock for sure.
But yeah, I'm waiting to use the book you got me until at some point I get some mechanical pencils because I don't want to write in that book with pen and then have to scribble stuff out.
Oh, that's understandable. I started using a newer book, and for whatever reason, I started it in pen, but thankfully it's not anything crazy. Like I was writing Lytroff's stuff and his Pokemon, so thankfully that's all I wrote in pen. But
right.
Hey,
it is what it is.
Answer.
Caterpie. Caterpie is spelled Cater, then pie, right?
Yes.
Sure.
But which pie? Mathematical or delicious?
Yep. Cats or pie.
Cats are pie.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. So I was writing Great Rod
That's
with
not
Caterpie.
true. Cats are demons.
No, it's fine. It's not everyone can memorize the TMs by number. I don't know what TM Sunny Day is.
I don't know.
I used to.
Nerd.
Well, RT is better.
I don't know why, but I feel like it's 5.
Does it not say it beside it?
Huh?
Does it not say it beside it?
It said 11, but I didn't realize it was TM 11. It is TM 11, so I guess maybe these are coincided with it, but I didn't. It just said 11. I'm like, oh, that's just 11th one or whatever.
No.
I guess this is TM 1 through 100.
The number 11 is trademarked. That's what it is, Eli.
What do you mean?
The TM, it's not actually TM 11. It's actually 11 trademarked.
I get it.
Haha, legal terms.
And it definitely doesn't stand for.
Yes, that's right.
But pretend like we heard what you said.
Because it definitely doesn't stand for teaching machine.
No, it doesn't. It stands for technical machine.
No, it's definitely. Are you sure? I thought it was teaching machine.
Nope.
No, it is. Oh,
It's technical?
yeah, you would think it would be teaching machine, but no. That makes too much sense.
I thought it was teaching machine and hidden machine.
Nope. Do some research.
Thinky boy. You tell him.
By the way, this is definitely going into the podcast episode.
I got my stuff written down. Now let me. Oh, did I need to spend? I said it was $200 extra for the whatever thing, or is it 500? So 44 on the HM or TM.
Say it again.
I have to spend 200 on the attachment or 500 since I only spent 44 on the.
500.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So I was doing my math. So TM, not TW, TM adapter.
I like using the
Why?
random abilities.
Yeah, I do too.
Where did you send us the list of the TMs? Because I'm trying to find them.
It was in
It's like it disappeared.
the group text.
I swear, it looks like it disappeared, man.
Because I was looking for it. Okay, so here's some of the ones they sent.
I
but
found
not all
it.
of them were there.
I found it as a picture. That's
Is it
right.
in Griffiths? And
It is
I
in the
think
one
so.
that's just Chris, Elijah, and Seth. Well, for me, it's Elijah and Seth. For you, it's Luke and Seth.
so it's the one that we just interacted in, right?
Correct.
So it must be just really far back. Ah, there it is. It irks me that it's not in alphabetical order.
Yeah, it's in numerical order. That helps you feel better.
No, not at all.
All right. So I got my great rod with the Caterpie lure, the TM11, which is sunny day, and 15 great balls, and the TM adapt.
So, question.
Nice.
Seth,
Yeah. Yep.
do I have to have surf to ride my sailing in the water?
No.
Okay, cool. That was my question. Carry
I think
on.
that's dumb.
Okay, agreed.
Personally.
But you do have to roll for initiative to see if you can stick the landing and get your sea leg.
I mean, fair enough.
We may have to roll for some of that stuff, but we'll see.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
You should have.
More so about getting on. Like when you're trying to get on and stuff like that. If you've never been on, what's her name? Varana's been on a boat before, so I don't think she'll have any problem.
I've been on boat before.
I'm gonna say technically Bob took the boat to get here, so
Question.
it is.
I had used them like this before, even though I now quit. I'm sorry, my phone's acting gay.
It kind of frozen for a minute.
Yeah. Since I had used it like this before, even though I now have a fishing rod, I'm still able to use my needle necklace as a fishing rod like I had done before.
You did, but you had your DC was at 20 and you happened to nail it because it wasn't an actual thing. And you just happened to hit the DC check.
I wasn't sure.
There's the map I was looking for. Okay. So where is Sherwood? Aha, there she is. So we're currently in Sproutwick, correct?
Correct.
All right. So Sherwood's a pretty fair distance away to the mountains.
It's in the wooded area, yeah.
It's about as far as Vandermeer Ranch is.
Roughly, yes. Takes 2 to 3 days to get there,
Okay.
depending on your walking speed and all that kind of stuff, and how if you are doing training days along the way, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you can do, just so you know, you can do training days, and that will help you learn the moves. So if you want to put the TM trainer on a Pokeball and then also teach a Pokemon a different move, you can do that at the same time. But right now, your training level is only at one. So you can only train one Pokemon per, at a time. So it'll go up eventually. Eventually, you'll be able to train all 6 at a time and be able to use all 6 in battle at a time.
Where is it? We're at right now. We're not at Vandermeer Ranch. Are we at the port?
You're at Sproutwick,
Bro, okay.
the starting town.
Yep. I was just trying to make sure where we were.
Are y'all ready to go, or is Eli still hashing out what he's buying?
No, I'm good. I bought it. I had taken the gold out of my account.
Okay.
I was just trying to find the map again.
Dude, I maxed out my stuff. I have out of 33,000 gold, I have 5,000 left.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude, I bought a lot.
I have 15,000.
I bought a good rod. I bought an old rod and put the good rod attachment for it. And then I got free lore.
How'd you get the good rod
Because you can buy the old one and then attachment to make it a good rod.
Right.
Same thing. Basically, he just bought the good rod, and it's just an attachment. So you can take it off and still have an old rod if you just want Magikarp.
Yep.
Or you can use a good rod if you want more options.
I wanted a fish.
A fish.
Well, I look up the good rod just because. What's that?
I said I just straight up bought the good rod.
You got the same thing they did technically.
Yeah, he just explained it that way.
Yeah. I just got an attachment to make my old rod a good rod.
Yeah.
And then I got in potions, 5 great balls, some regular Pokeballs, and I got 2 TM EXP share. I maxed that crap out. Speaking of which, if we're going to start our journey, do we need to gather anything, or is everyone good to go?
I'm cool.
I'm good to go.
All right. There. So, yeah, I say we start traveling. I am going to put the adapter on my Spring Imps Pokeball
and teach him leech life.
Okay, it'll take a day.
That's fine. We have 2 to 3 days to travel anyway.
Right.
I'm getting rid of tail whip and teach him leech life. So yeah, we'll do that. And while that's happening, I'm going to train my Litleo, Steven, while we're on our journey. So for the first day, I'd like to train him.
So then you're not traveling. You have to have a day. It's either a day of training or a day of traveling.
Gotcha. Would you guys want to collectively travel a day and then while we're out in the wild, spend some time training for a day and then continue on our way?
Sure.
So each of us could train our Pokemon and potentially gather a bit of friendship in said training.
You can you can have a day of friendship, like a day of just you and the Pokemon spending time, or you can have a day bulking up your Pokemon and training. It's either or kind of thing.
Okay. I'm going to have a day.
Typically.
Me and all the boys are just going to have some fun. We're all going to roam free and have a good time.
Question. How many friendship levels can go up in one day?
If you're spending just a day spending a day just with that Pokemon, then it usually goes up by 2.
Okay.
Now, obviously, if you do certain things for that Pokemon and kind of thing, you can get more, but it's usually typically only 1 or 2, rather, not just 1.
What about 7?
What if you're spending the day with multiple Pokemon, or can it only be with 1?
You can spend the day with only 1 right now. You can spend it with all of them, but only 1 gets the benefit.
Gotcha. All right. In that case, me and Leo are going to have fun frolicking and we'll gain some friendship. Since
Your others can be there, but you're focusing on him kind of thing.
Yes. So everyone's getting a little bit of freedom. Since it's the second day, my other Pokemon would have learned his TM. So we frolic for the second day and we have a good time. And I become great friends with my little Steven.
Yeah. I do the same thing with my chat. Question.
You're wedding with Steven?
Frolicking.
We're frolicking.
I will do that, but let's see, who is my lowest level guy? Who is my lowest level?
If I give a name
friendship?
to my chat, will he increase in friendship level?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to pick up a name for you, chat. Oh. Speaker. It was going to be Speaker.
I will do that with my real arc because he only has 2 friendship.
How many friendships does he go up with the nickname Speaker?
Just 1.
This one.
Yep.
All right. Halfway there. All right. I go around, working on our ventriloquist act to where he talks for me better. Try to build up a friendship that way.
Fair enough.
You know.
And you said we go up 2 levels by focusing on them?
Yes.
Because if we are going to be close friends, he's got to know what I'm thinking.
Right. Heck. Awesome.
So, how do you feel about a random grass type knowing forecast, Luke? Do you know what that is?
Does it predict the weather?
It is cast forms thing, so it lets them change with the weather.
That actually would be pretty cool. Does that mean that the Pokemon will be getting new typings depending on the weather?
Technically, yes.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Obviously not forms, but just
cheat.
different typings.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Like if my Lily had it in the Desert Storm, it had to be ground type and fire. I'm assuming, or it would just be all ground.
No. It's only like if it was raining, it would become like a fire water type.
Ooh, that's cool.
And so the water would no longer be super effective against it, kind of thing.
Can we buy any
Or if
ability
it's-
capsules?
Yeah. If you can find somebody that's selling them.
Okay. Can I build my own?
No.
Can Chris build my own?
With enough training, he could, yes.
Chris train.
What can I do with you?
An ability capsule.
I am very handy with the building thing.
But you got a good one. You got Swift Swim.
Yeah, the forecast would be really cool.
Be like really cool if you did, man.
Because then that would benefit me a lot.
You would have to get like the hidden ability one to get a forecast. So it's going to cost more. Okay. So you're on your first, you guys just go outside of town. You decide you want to do a little training. You've spent this whole day and you have now whatever Pokemon was training, the move that they have now learned it. Yep. And if you were just spending time with the Pokemon to get friendship, they have now gained those 2 friendships.
Nice.
And Luke, yours has a name, so it gained 3 total. So,
How many did we get? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
what were you doing? Were you trying to just level up friendship or let it teach you to move?
As of right now, just level up friendship.
Okay, then you got 2. And by the way, last session, you should have got 750 EXP to whichever Pokemon you would have been traveling back to Sproutwick with.
Okay.
Yeah, from the farm.
From the farm, yeah, from Vandermeer Ranch.
How many?
What's that, Luke?
We'll say that I had my snake out.
How many?
How many XP?
Yeah.
You should have counted yours already.
You should have got yours last round.
Oh,
Just got his.
Yeah, we
You should have.
literally talked about it, and Seth said, "We'll just have to tell Eli next time."
And I made a note to
What?
tell Eli. What?
800 what?
750.
Oh, it's 750. I don't know
Yes.
how I heard 800.
750 EXP. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Wait, that means, let's see, because it's 500 to the first one, then 250 plus every time.
So it's 500, then 750 because you're
think of
adding
level
250
2.
you're adding
And then
250 to
it's-
500.
Yeah.
And then you
So
add
now it'd be
250 each
750
time.
to get to level. It'd be 750 to get to level 3.
No. Yes, you're right. Sorry. Yeah,
All right.
750 to get to level 3.
Cool deal. Then I don't really need to add that because it will stay null, and my snake's now level.
Level 3?
Yep,
Nice.
I have just
does it
now-
already have 4 moves?
it does.
Okay, it does not learn to move then. Unless you're trying to teach it to move openly.
Actually, wait. Let me make sure it has quick attack. Yep, it has quick attack, Will-O-Wisp, smoke screen, and fire spin.
I thought so.
I actually would like to teach it sunny day instead of.
Next day that you decide to do it, you can.
All right, sounds like a
But
plan.
somebody like to roll for the weather.
What do I need to roll?
A D100.
D100. I have to pull up
I can roll it.
beyond.
You should have a D100. And the ones that I gave you, it's a D10 and a D100 together.
You're right. I was thinking the big guy.
I got 170.
I rolled a
You rolled a what?
100.
You rolled 100?
I rolled 100.
Are you serious? Well,
Oh no!
At first, I thought you meant like the big ball guy. I'm like, oh, I don't have that.
no, you rolled 3 zeros.
Mine has zeros on it.
It should be
I have
that one.
I have a 10. That I rolled that.
Yeah, you should have this and this. That's 100.
Okay. Well, I rolled double zeros.
Okay.
What's the other one you had? A 10?
A D10, yeah. So roll a D10 and let me know if you get a 10 or whatever you get.
I got a 7.
I was hoping for a 10. All right. Well, it's just sunny and calm.
Tired.
We could have had a
Harsh
legendary
sun.
encounter, Eli.
It's slightly harsh sun, but if he rolled 100, it was going to be a dangerous blizzard.
Oh,
Oh gosh! I knew
So
it.
you guys you guys are going to have to start seeking shelter.
or we go bird watching if you catch my drift.
Well, see, that's not one of the legendaries in this game, but you could find a roaming legendary in a blizzard.
Yeah,
There you go.
Suicune.
There you go.
No,
The Suicune.
not Suicune.
Obama Snow.
Mine are actually cats. Unlike the dogs that
Yeah.
are actually cat-like. So your first day, you had a nice sunny day. I'm sure the fire types really enjoyed being out in the sun. It was a calm day. You guys leveled up in friendship, unless Eli retracts that and decides to teach him his guy Sunny Day and takes the friendship away. It's up to him.
Friendship.
Okay. And so you wind down the night. We won't do the rolls. We'll do them at the end of the second day, or when you get to Sproutwick, whatever. Unless you guys want to do the rolls now, or we can. What do you guys think? Should we just do the rolls at the end of each session?
Yeah.
For the daytime thing?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Not the weather, but the countdown dice.
Yeah.
Oh, the countdown. I feel like we should do that either at the beginning or the end of each session.
Let's do that at the end of each session.
Countdown.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
Okay. Yeah, you'll find out.
Could be good, could be bad. You'll find out.
Could be.
How many days have we traveled?
Could be.
So far, just one, and you didn't really travel. You just went outside of town. You set up camp.
Sorry. Not since we started. How many days have we traveled since we got the egg? That's what I meant. Is this
Today,
day 4 now?
When you started, it was January 5th. When this day started, it was actually January 6th. So we're at the end of January 6th, going into the 7th.
Okay, so we're going on 2 days for the egg.
Hang on 1 second. You got the egg on day. I wrote it down.
That was day
January
5.
1st. January 1st. Yeah, I think you're on day 5. January 1st. No, you're on day 5. Well, January 1st, you went to help. What's his name? On January 3rd, you left his house and got the eggs. You traveled 2 days. So mark 3 days out, Eli.
All right, we'll do. So I'm starting an egg count for what day?
Mine has a hatching date.
You said it does or doesn't?
Mine does. I put January 17th.
Yeah, you could do that too, Eli, if you want. Both of yours from when you got it, which was January 3rd, were 3 weeks. So if you want to add up 21 days, it should be the 24th for yours, which is right, because you said yours was 17th, Luke. Yep, so yours were a week longer than his.
All right, so January 28th is...
No, 24th.
Or that's what I meant, 24th. Is what I have written down. Prayer date is the 7th.
Today today's the 6th, you're going into the 7th day.
Okay. I'm going to mark it down as the 7th day.
Depending on how many days you spend training will determine on what day you get there. So if you don't do any more training days, you should get there by the end of day 8 or the morning of day 9, depending on how you want to do that.
We should probably do a lot of...
There is no set day to get there. Just know that.
Okay. Yeah.
It just means more countdown dice that we roll at the end of the session. Okay. So, do you continue on, or do you want to spend another day of training? What do you guys think?
I think my guy
You guys
should
haven't
be
made any
fine.
progress, just so you know. What'd you say, Luke?
I think my guy should be fine without the training.
I think we should at least travel another day before we even consider doing any training.
I'm cool with that.
Me too.
Yeah, like I said, technically you haven't done any traveling. You just went right outside of town and set up camp.
Yeah.
Well, let's travel some.
Travel things easy.
I walk outside. Look, town.
Darn it. Then we had a whole montage, and on the way montage.
We just walked around in a very short circle.
All right, so are you traveling now?
Yes, we are
Yes.
traveling.
All right, Chris, roll me a d20.
All right.
Is it possible, as we're walking, to be better friends with my Chatbot speaker?
I got a 12.
You got a 12. Okay, so first day you don't encounter anything. What are you doing with him to try to get friendship?
Laying around, letting him fly, spread his wings a little bit, stuff like that. Playing catch with his new aerial ace TM.
Are you see he hasn't learned aerial ace yet?
No, we're just kind of throwing it like a frisbee right now.
Fair. Let's hope it works when you go to put it in his thing.
Oh, it will. Trust me. It doesn't break.
Well, no, it doesn't break, but it could scratch.
Nah, what's a couple repeats?
He's just going to do the first part of the move like over and over and over again. And never,
It's like the charge up part of it. It's just
It'll be like when Doofenshmirtz asked Perry the Platypus to read to him.
Apollo
Yeah, exactly.
went just flex.
Exactly. All right, so in that case, Luke, you roll a D100
D100.
for the weather. We'll see how this weather. See if it keeps up.
Got a 9D for 1. Now the regular D10. 93.
Ooh. It is starting to snow on the way there. Heavy snow. Nothing crazy. You're not going to be able to use the cart like you want. So if you want, you could take time and make it sleds or like skis to go on the bottom, or you can collapse it and y'all can carry the rations and stuff yourselves. But the cart is not going to be any use for you right now.
Okay.
can we look around and see if there's something we can make sleds with?
You would be traveling. At this point, you're going to be in like a desert-y area. And the only reason it's snowing is because it is in January. It's just winter season. I would say there's probably not a roll. You can roll a perception check. All three of you can roll a perception check. If you want to work together, we can do a group perception check, but it's still going to be kind of high.
This is going to be a group project.
Okay.
Well,
So then group perception.
All right. We're doing it like the D12, D10 plus whatever.
Correct.
All right. Just making sure. For D20.
darn it, I thought that was a 7. That's a 1.
crap. I still haven't, or at least I don't have it on this phone.
Darn it. All right, well, that's a 6 collectively for me.
All right,
Okay, 6. Luke.
Give me 1 sec.
I'm sorry, Bob. What did you roll?
Oh,
Ron
thank
is
you.
not helping.
A 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay, so that's 22. Eli.
I will have to continue the way we had done it beforehand because I've still yet to get this thing written down. I'm going to try to get tools and write all this down in the book.
Come on,
Before
Eli.
next week.
I had it written down like the
You're
first
good.
session.
Well, look,
Chill.
I have
Me
it
too.
all. I have it
Which
all
one is
saved on this phone in pictures, and that's all I have it at right now. I haven't
Nice.
gotten the chance to transfer it all over, and I know Seth sent that spec. I haven't been able to write it all down. My notes are all jumbled. I'm trying to put everything into a Word document at this point.
Beyond belief.
Well, it makes funny better. It's only an 11.
No. One note.
11. Well, it probably would have been higher if you'd have done it our way, honestly. But 11 will put you over because you needed a 30 collectively. And with an 11, you have a 33.
Wow. That was close.
Yeah.
I'll try to see if I can't get it done.
You see, you guys see a couple cactuses, and you think that you could split them in half and then get all the prickles off and be able to make some sort of like skis with them and kind of fix the wheels so that they no longer spin, but instead they just kind of glide.
Well, Speed, do I have anything that can help us make that
I take my Chatot
look?
and say, Chatot, aerial ace. As I say that, I see him grab the team like he's going to throw like a ninja star. I stop him. Then I get my my parry to go and do water gun.
Yeah, so I am just going to see. Do I have any tools on my belt? I feel like she would have some tools, but I don't have anything listed here.
I think you should have some sort of tools. You have
At least a hammer.
like tinkerer's tools or something like that.
Yeah. So I could use that to figure out a way to keep the wheels from spinning, to tinker with them. Maybe
I will say whatever, within reason, whatever tool you think Piranha would have would probably be logical from where she grew up.
Do you think, and I feel like she would happen to have some sort of little saw with her. Is that reasonable?
I would think she would have some sort of like collapsible saw, like maybe a cable saw or something like that.
I think I could use that to split one of these it might take a second, but to split one of these cactuses in two.
Yeah, I would think so.
How many?
There's a few cactuses. You find a few cactuses. So if you mess up on one, you could. We'll do. It's you doing it. So then do sleight of hand.
What do we got there? D12 and a D10. All right. That's not bad.
With advantage because Perry is helping.
Okay. What would I roll for advantage?
A D4, and you can explode on advantage. You can also explode on disadvantage. Just throwing that out there.
So 6 and 8. That is 14.
Okay.
And then advantage. That is a 2. So no explosion. So 16.
You needed a 15, is what I had in my head. So you pass on the first one. You're able to get one cut in half, so you're halfway done. Roll
Okay.
another one.
All right. Let's see. Another sleight of hand. There's
15 is your goal.
3. Oh, that was 12. Let's do that. 10 and advantage. That's a 3. That is 13. I fail.
On the second one, you're not quite able to get it. You mess up, and it more so falls apart than anything.
Darn it, these cactuses. I've never worked with cactuses before. Papa usually has some type of wood or something to work with. Does anyone Pokemon know cut?
If you get to Port City, I will say that the shopping center may have the 8 gut.
Ooh, nice.
I know headbutt.
Oh, yes, thank you. That's very useful, Bob.
No
problem.
But cactusness.
Yes, headbutt cactuses. That's what I'm going to do. Not really. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
And then, yeah, that's what I'm doing. No, I'm not doing that.
I will give you 2 options, honestly. You could either try to leave the prickles on, which will bring down your count and fasten them almost like chains onto your tires. Or if you take them off, you can make it more like skis.
Monkey
I'll let
chains.
the group decide.
So I do like the same side.
Basically, it's going to be like a tire with the prickle sticking out.
We have
Just
made
rolling over
all
the ice and
tires.
snow. Basically, all-terrain tires. Now, granted, it is cactus, so it won't last forever. But it'll get you where you
when
need
they
to go.
come off, we'll just affix the wheels and boom, they're sleds.
Yeah. So,
Well-
you go with the...
I have hand axes.
Oh,
Nice.
you do have hand axes, so you can... that would have been the advantage anyways. You could have had double advantage if Luke had been doing that, but you have a hand axe, by the way, just one.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Just
I
one.
had stuff in my D&D Beyond thing, but I haven't paid attention to it because I've been doing it.
The reason he has a hand axe is because it came in his bag.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, I didn't do that. I do have
What
a
did-
shiny stone.
What did yours come with, Chris?
It was one of the simpler ones. That's in fact,
You got bag 4. Let me see what yours came with.
throw in there. 13. Got bag. 5 Pokeballs, 1 shiny ball, 1 snore ball, a bedroll, a sling, and
A
a
sling.
full of 2,000 gold and 10 rations.
Yeah, I forgot you got a sling. That's what it was.
And a notebook, I guess. I don't
I think you all
remember.
got. I think you all got a notebook. I think I said just to keep like a diary or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
In game kind of thing.
that string.
And then you also all got the Pokédex, obviously.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
notebook's decorated with hearts on it. It says Bob.
Yeah. So we were able to make the all-terrain tires, and we're able to continue on. Who is?
I will
full
say
of
that it took you. I will say it probably took you about at least half a day to do that. So
All right. So
when you're on day 7 of your journey, January 7th, you started out. You packed up your tent and it started snowing. Thankfully, Eli has a 4-person tent, which means the majority of you can't have your Pokemon out at night.
You know,
Obviously,
Steven has been walking with me the entire time just to like continue our
Steven
bond.
is smaller, so I think Steven would be able to sleep on your chest because he's only a foot tall. It is a 4-person tent. Obviously, the Litleos.
4'11", remember?
Who?
Steven's like a foot taller than me.
Steven.
He's a Litleo.
Sorry.
He's a Litleo.
Litleo.
I'm sorry. I was thinking Leonard.
No, he's 4 foot. Sorry. He's like an inch taller than I am. So if he's sleeping on my chest, I ain't grieving.
I was thinking Leonard would be able to sleep on your chest. Not Steven. I'm sorry.
How big is Leonard?
Leonard is 1 foot.
You're right.
That's the one I was thinking of.
My lowest.
I don't remember how big Chatot is. Do you, Luke?
Small enough to fit in my scarf.
Yeah. You could definitely have Perry sleep with you. He's only 7 inches.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You know,
Believe it's
screw it. I can't.
Perry's a minimum.
I'll put Leo up because he's been traveling all day. I'll let him sleep in his Pokeball, and I'll take Spring Imp out to get some fresh air, and he can sleep with me.
Oh, okay. At night, he sleeps with you. I was going to say, if y'all are riding in the cart, you would definitely have to have both Litleos pulling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eli, do you have anybody out with you?
I'll probably have my real arc. He's only a foot.
True.
He's very small.
Well, thankfully, you didn't say Scarlet.
Yeah, no, it didn't. Scarlet's 10'11".
Yeah. And a fire type.
Too warm for my liking.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's only 1'8". So I think Luke would be able to have like Chatot kind of perching above him and then have Perry sleeping on his chest. They're both pretty small. He'd be able to keep both of those. I think the 4 of those would be able to fit in the tent very comfortably with you guys, with it being a 4-person tent.
Yeah, and I don't think there's much room anyway.
I picture the 4-person tent as 2 entrances, like sleeping areas, and then a covered middle area where you would like take your shoes off and stuff like that. To where Fiona would
kind of like the old tent Dad used to have.
kind of so you would go in the middle and it would be almost like the boys on one side and Farana on the other. So
Yeah.
Farana kind of gets her own sleeping quarters, but the middle section's all enclosed as well, and you can zip that closed too to help keep whatever warmth you want in there. Okay. So technically, Farana could sleep with her Litleo. Her whole team could be out. Oh, no. I take that back.
No,
Her well-lord size fish. I owe you a new tent.
yeah. Just fuck. You know what? I'm just gonna sleep on Phelan.
But you could have Stuart and Leonard out if you wanted.
Steven.
Let's do it.
Steven. It definitely does not look like it looks like a Leo to me, but you know.
Well, mine's name is Sharky.
He distinctly has Steven features.
But anyways, I digress. So you travel your next day. It took you half a day. So you've only traveled about a half day's journey once you finally got started, which takes us to the end of day 7. Into the night of that, you would not really have too much going on, but everybody roll me a perception check.
All right.
Eli, if you wanted to use my chart that I sent you at one point, you can, but it's up to you.
Let me find it. Let me pull it up real quick.
I can send it to you again if you want.
Well,
If
Brown
you
is not
send it to me,
Steven much.
that'd be awesome, and I'll send it to my work phone so I don't have to.
I got a 19.
Okay.
You guys
It's not a group. It's not a group, just so you know.
collectively, if I roll perfect, I could get 20. But that would have to be a perfect 8 and a perfect 12.
I do keep that in mind, just so you know.
Okay.
Like, I try to set it where it's realistically reachable.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you can explode, just so you know. So if you hit a D8, you keep rolling. Or if you hit a D12.
I was not close to that.
No, I'm just saying. Obviously, if you roll 2 ones, I can't help you.
Yeah, right.
You said perception?
Yes.
So if you can explode the dice,
D8 was a D12.
the dice.
What'd you say?
If you can explode, can you implode? Like if you roll a 1, roll again to find out which negative number you add to it.
You lose a dice.
See, that would be a disadvantage, and you can explode on disadvantage, which means you roll a D4, and if you hit a 4, you keep rolling, and that's what you subtract from your other rolls.
Oh, dude.
If you roll a D8 and a D12, and you hit, let's say you hit 16. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have a disadvantage roll and you hit a D4. Well, then you roll again and you hit a D3. Well, that's 7. So you 16 minus 7 is your actual roll.
Oh, crap. Okay. All right. That's good to know.
Yeah. And it works for advantage. So you rolled a 4. Chris, what did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. Luke, in the distance, you hear a howl coming. It's a faint howl. It's nothing loud. But you kind of hear a howl in the distance.
Catch 'em and crit 'em. Hey, trade, don't quit it. Next quest, new maps to roam till then. Traders, take it home. Roll for initiative. We choose you next episode.